what they call Westwood.
Yes, sir.
That's what they're calling Memphis,
Yeah.
the path of least resistance.
Yeah, come on.
Let's look. Look who Byhalia brings to us. They're folks who aren't from here.
All right.
They're people who love their community and their families just like we love our communities and our families, but we've got a different history. See, our history comes with some enslaved folks getting freedom and building Boxtown. See, our history comes with some folks who sacrificed against segregation and Jim Crow in order that we might be here. Our history is a long one. One that talks about ancestors. One that talks about a religion that white folks used to suppress us. And we made ourselves free. Our history talks about loving an environment and a place. Because it's not just where you are born, it is where you're from. See, no matter where I've been, what countries I've gone to, I've always been from here. I've always been from here because it was here. It was here where my people cared enough to create a just system. It was here that my people cared enough about democracy. They fought for the right to vote. It was here. On this soil and this ground. Where my people, our people, fought for us to be here. So sometimes we don't have our subjects and verbs agreed. Sometimes we don't have PhDs behind our name. But don't let it for 1 second think. Don't for 1 second think that we do not know who we are. That we know that we care about the air that we breathe. Care about the water that we drink. Because it is not just us that we are here talking about. It is not just us here that we are fighting for. It is the people 60 years from now. When my hair is much grayer, Deidre. And when my great-grandchildren are born, Deidre. It's them that I'm worried about. It's them that I'm concerned about. When we are buried underneath the soil of this ground. When we are buried underneath the soil of this ground. The children that we have educating right over there. Those babies, the ground that they walk on, we will be determining whether or not that is solid ground. Or whether or not it's ground filled with oil, ground that is continuing to destroy our climate and our future. There are people. There are people who will care more about a dollar than about our lives. And I'm not against anybody who makes a living. What you do ecologically, what you do managing, what you do in communications, what you do in engineering, what you do in public relations is important. But we must realize that there are ramifications to every decision that we make. And in this case, the reality is the community that is being impacted is one where the average income is $25,000 a year.
They don't want to hear that.
The reality is whether or not you want to realize it or not, you're putting $14 million in steel to pump oil to connect this pipeline. With the guarantee to make hundreds of millions of dollars in that very oil, but it gets burned. And that air that it gets burned into, we breathe. It goes into our lungs. See, that doesn't happen in your community.
It don't.
See, your ancestors didn't have to endure that type of pain. They didn't have to experience the type of environmental racism that we experience. Your ancestors didn't experience those things. And so you come here with this clean slate, but see, we've been through some things. We've seen some things. And we know what the ramifications are because we take our grandmothers to the grave at 60. We know what the ramifications are because our uncles have diseases that you can't even find a percentage of people who have them. See, because the air is poison. See, if somebody maybe had fought against malaria, if somebody may have fought against some of these industrial complexes that we gave pilots to, my friend talked, if somebody had been able or strong enough to fight some decades ago, maybe we wouldn't be here. But we have to fight now. 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 We have to fight now.